Today we're going to learn how to make shrimp tempura. And the first thing we'll need is tempura batter mix. I would really suggest this. There are some alternatives out there like flour mixers you can make at home. But tempura batter mix, even if you need to get it online, I would really suggest it. It really makes all the difference in the world. Now, here's hard to tell, but we have 1 1/4 cups of the tempura batter mix. And this stuff is really good, no doubt about it. Now, once we have the mix, we're actually going to need 1 cup of cold water, and we want it really, really cold. As a matter of fact, we suggest adding a little bit of ice to it to keep it cold just before you mix it up, as we do here. Cold water is really, really key. You want this as cold as you can get it without it being ice. So our model here is adding a couple pieces of ice to it just to kind of illustrate the point that we feel that strongly about it. Now, once you have your cold water and your batter mix all measured out, you're going to want to get a little bit bigger bowl to mix it in, because this stuff is kind of messy, as any of you who've dealt with batter before knows. Now, we have the cold water in there already. We have removed the ice cubes because we are at the point where we are mixing it together. Now, you take the batter mix, and it says you're supposed to only add a little bit at a time, but, you know, honestly, either way you're fine. So, there we go. We're scooping out the batter mix right on top of the bowl, and be sure to get it all in there. The batter mix is a little finicky. It's very similar to the consistency of flour, just a little bit different, but it can be, for as delicious as it is, sometimes it can be a little frustrating to work with. But there we go, we've got it out, we've got it in the bowl, and now what we're doing is just slowly mixing it together. And as it starts to get in there, we can mix a little faster, and you really want to get all the consistency right here so that every shrimp that you put through your batter mix gets the same consistent coating and just tastes really good. And I should say that no matter how much you mix it, it's really hard not to get any lumps whatsoever. So we're not striving for perfection here. As you can see here, even our bottle makes mistakes and gets our countertops dirty, but hey, what can you do? So just be sure to mix it through as thoroughly as you can. Keep in mind that no matter what, you are going to have some chunks. It's really nothing to worry about, but a nice, good mixture there with our really, really cold water. And it would probably even behoove you to refrigerate your ceramic bowl that you're going to use if you are going to do that, to be sure to keep it cold, because the batter really heats up as you get it close to the stovetop. So that's what you want it to look like. Now, that's the batter, and I would certainly throw it in the refrigerator after that, so it's all ready to go after we prepare our shrimp. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to devein our shrimp, and as you can see here, we have a really sharp knife, and our model is really good at it. That shrimp didn't happen to have a vein. That's really good. We checked this one as well, and you know what? There's no vein. And for our third shrimp, hey, no vein. We certainly hit the jackpot in preparing shrimp today. Now, what we're doing next is we're kind of scoring the midsection of the shrimp. The reason being is when you do that, okay, if you don't score it, it's going to curl up no matter what when you cook it. And when you score it properly, and so that's what it'll look like if you don't score it, it'll automatically curl up. And what we try to do, and it doesn't always work, is really score the bottom of it like so. And when you do that, usually the shrimp will stay straight, and you get a nice looking piece of straight shrimp when it comes out all said and done. So we flip the shrimp over, score it at an angle like so, and the hope is that it comes out straight. And I will let you know that it doesn't always turn out that way. So if it doesn't work for you, don't worry. Sometimes it doesn't happen for us either. But there we go. We've scored the shrimp, we got them straight, we've deveined them, they're ready to go. Now, the next step is to pull the batter out of the fridge, and what we do, we're going to show you how to coat one of the shrimp, is you grab it by the tail, and what you want to do is take it and swirl it around a little bit like that. A little bit of a left and right motion. You really want to coat that sucker really good. Kind of wiggle it around. There you go. That's how we want to get each one before we drop it into the hot oil to fry it. Now here we are with the same manner that we just displayed earlier. We wiggle around the shrimp in the batter, get it ready, and we've done it in a simple fry pan. And as you can see, there's our dog chasing his tail in the background. He is one happy puppy. He knows that when there's shrimp tempura, there you go, he's looking at the camera. But anyways, mix around the shrimp, and you certainly want to put it down in the fry pan like so. The two keys to get straight shrimp is you need a deep fry pan to do it in, and also you need to score the bottom as I illustrated, as our model showed us before. We're doing it in a fry pan today. We're really not making that much. I think we're making like 6 pieces, so it's just easier for us this way to do it. So there we go. You'll see that we have very hot oil, and the shrimp is certainly boiling. And there we go. We got the focus right for you guys. Now, the key here with tempura especially is it's supposed to be tempura. The first part of 10 in tempura means heavenly. And that's kind of the goal, is to get it like a light and heavenly coating on your shrimp. Now, you know, some restaurants, they really just, not Asian restaurants typically, but, you know, some of the more American style restaurants really just, you know, fry the heck out of the shrimp. And that's what that is certainly not what tempura is all about. It's about getting that light, heavenly batter coating on your seafood, shrimp, or vegetables, whatever you happen to order. Here we're doing shrimp today. And tempura really is, I think it got a bad name in the translation as like fried whatever, because really, I know we're frying it, but if you do it right, it just tastes so different and really is heaven in your mouth. This is the first seafood I really fell in love with when I went to Japan, was the shrimp tempura. It is excellent, and I can assure you our model here too can make excellent shrimp tempura at home. And my mother-in-law, our model's mother, is fabulous at it. So I have been spoiled absolutely rotten with the shrimp tempura I've had. I think I mentioned in the other videos that my mother-in-law, we lived oceanside for I think 7 years, and we would get shrimp that were almost the size of my forearm, and she would tempura those things up, and oh my god, were they excellent. So here in the Midwest, where we happen to be located now, we don't quite get treated with that that quality of shrimp, but the stuff we're using today is really high quality stuff, as high quality as we could get here. And you'll see that the batter's starting to cook. You'll see that some of it floats around. That's fine, don't worry, it comes off, it happens. And we're almost there to where it's prepared. It does take just a couple minutes, and what you want to do is you want to flip it over the course of when it's cooking, just to be sure to let each side, you know, cook the way it will, and be sure to get an even color on both sides of your shrimp. And one thing, this goes without saying, certainly use a lot of caution when you're cooking with hot oil. There you go. That's exactly why. It's almost like I can predict the future, but really fires can be a hazard. Not only that, if you spill it, and I know I'm just preaching common kitchen caution, but please be careful. Please be careful. There you go. I think we're done. Is that one that we like? I think so. And that's a consistency we want to go for. You can see the color there. The shrimp is certainly cooked, and we have prepared paper towel on a plate, and we're going to start pulling them out and putting them on there one by one. And as you can see, it's a nice light fluffy color. It's not dark brown, it's not overcooked. We've done it just enough to get it to where we want it, and then we be sure to turn off the oven after that, and you'll see here that we really, that's it. That's what we're going for. You can really see that light heavenly coating on the shrimp that really just tastes fantastic. And that's shrimp tempura, everyone. Thank you for watching. We appreciate likes and comments.